Alright, it's that time again to set up another month in my bullet journal. So for May, I picked Dora and the Lost City of Gold. A lot of people, I feel like, hate this movie, but I think it's hilarious. It's one of my favorites. It's just really cute because, you know, Dora was a TV show and now Dora grew up and I just love it. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of like Indiana Jones meets High School Musical with like a character that was a kid show, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of like Indiana Jones types things, but also Diego hates high school. So, and it shows, you know, there's always that one snobby kid in high school that thinks they rule the world. But in this instance, spoiler alert, mute this if you don't want to hear a spoiler. The bad snobby kid turns good at the end, so there you go. Spoiler over. Speaking of snobby kid, for the quote, I picked the quote of the movie. Like, this is my favorite. It's kind of long, but I was able to fit it all on the same page. And it is, well, okay, if you haven't seen the movie, I've got to give you the backstory because it won't make sense. I think they're in Los Angeles, and they get kidnapped and taken to the jungle. They meaning a group of kids. Also, spoiler, Diego's in this movie too, so that's fun. Anyway, this guy, I'm not going to go into detail because there's a plot twist, who is a friend of Dora's parents who is looking for the Lost City of Gold, as said in the title of the movie. And he takes them away from the people who had kidnapped them. So anyway, he goes, "Are you guys okay?" And then one of the kids goes, "No, not really." So the quote I picked for the title, that was the backstory, happens right after. And it says, "Not really. Understatement of the century. I was just kidnapped and chased by bad guys and a fox with a mask. Everyone saw that, right? Like, why does this fox need to remain anonymous? Who is going to recognize one specific fox?" Meaning Swiper. So here's the calendar, and you'll see a picture of Dora. I also included Swiper. Also, Swiper is actually really cute in this. I mean, he's obviously CGI, but he's super, super cute. And so is Boots. Boots is adorable. And what's really funny is close to the end of the movie, Boots actually talks to Dora. And he has like this really masculine, like, almost reminds you of like a wrestler type voice. And it just cracked me up when I saw it because, you know, in the show he has a squeaky little kid voice. And that's what I was expecting. But no, they gave him like a macho man type voice. It was really fun. So for my dashboard page, I put a picture of Dora and her parents right before she went to the jungle. I wanted to include them because even though they're not one of the main characters, I still like them and they're shown throughout the movie too. So here's another different weekly spread for you. I've also used this before, I think it was February when I used this, and I was not filming my setups at that point. It gives a lot of space to like write out a to-do list. My page on the side, what I call my weekly dashboard, changed a little bit. I have more space for Etsy related stuff and less space for school because I'm wrapping up the semester. And then at the end of May, I'll be starting my summer semester. So I won't have a whole lot of work to do for those until like the beginning of June. But since I didn't need that stuff for school, I made my Etsy box bigger because I knew I'd have more time to work on that instead of working on schoolwork. All of the fonts I get for these, unless it's just like a basic handwriting, I get from either the website 1001 Fonts or Font Space. Those are the two websites I will find these fonts from. I picked this one. I can't remember the name of it, but it looks very Spanish, and like the word Dora looks on the movie poster, so that's what I went with. The first week has literally 2 pictures of Dora, one with boots and one with a map. And then next week I did a picture when they've gotten taken from the city and they were put in like a big wooden crate, I guess, box, something. And then on the other side I included a little picture of the snob. That's what I call her, the snob. And then this week has a picture of all 4 of kids. And then on the other side, I did a little picture of Dora and Diego. And then this week has a picture from the end with Dora and her parents. And then on the other side, I just did another picture of Dora. And for the last week, I did 2 pictures from the ending scene, which is like a big dance number. This is something new I've been doing since I've filmed April's video, and all it is taking a piece of washi tape and putting it on the edge of my title page. I don't know exactly where this came from, I did not come up with this idea. I've seen it from several people on YouTube. I just don't remember who it was. If you turn your journal to where you can see the pages while it's closed, you'll be able to tell where each month starts. So I recently started adding that, and I absolutely love it. As far as decorations go, I didn't really have any like jungle-y things to add. So I just kind of went with pink and purple because that was her outfit, and like this goldy color that I colored in all the titles. I also, towards the end of the month, started including some summery stuff.